Soviet hijackers get a chilly welcome in Israel. The shuttle Atlantis up and away on its not-so-secret mission. And Bush and Dukakis, a friendly get-together.
NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
Good evening. It certainly is a different Soviet Union these days, with several republics in revolt, Gorbachev pushing a form of democracy and free enterprise, and now a hijacking that didn't end with a shootout. 5 armed Soviet hijackers started their bizarre odyssey yesterday. Tonight, they're in custody in Israel. And NBC's Fred Briggs is there.
The end of a remarkable hijacking, remarkable for where it began and ended. It began yesterday in a town in the southern Soviet Union when 4 men and a woman commandeered a bus with 30 children and a teacher aboard. They demanded a plane from the Soviet government and took off from a nearby city once they agreed to release the teacher and the children. The hijackers initially said they wanted to be flown to Israel, South Africa, or Pakistan, but Israel was already getting control tower transmissions this afternoon indicating it was the destination.
38000. Welcome to Israel. What is the purpose of your coming to Israel?
We are forced to land at your aerodrome.
For Israel, a nation that has been both victim and target of hijackings over the years, letting a hijacked plane land on its own soil posed somewhat of a moral dilemma. The military led the plane to a runway more than a mile from the terminal, and then the bargaining began.
Negotiations are underway currently in a calm atmosphere.
And the hijackers gave themselves up calmly, much to the surprise of authorities who discovered the Soviets had also given the hijackers more than $3 million in rubles.
I must admit that I can't understand how they could manage to leave the Soviet Union without the Soviet authorities doing anything to prevent it.
A Soviet press official said it was done to save the children. Tonight, Soviet television mentioned the incident on the evening news, although nothing was said about the plane going to Israel. And the hijackers apparently weren't Soviet Jews seeking asylum. They were criminals.
The plane and those who violated the Russian law will be returned to the Soviet authorities,
who are not likely to treat the hijackers kindly. Fred Briggs, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
There was another hijacking in the Soviet Union earlier this year in March, and that time 9 people were killed when Soviet troops stormed the plane. By the way, it's not clear what these hijackers expected to get for their $3 million in rubles, since rubles are good only in the Soviet Union.